A very good morning to all my dear 10th class students. We have successfully completed the PA1 syllabus, that is the chapter 1, and let us start a new chapter today, that is acids, bases and salts. If you remember, in our lower classes we learnt a lot about acids, bases and salts, mainly acids and bases, especially in your 7th class. So I want all of you, before watching this video, to once go through that chapter in your 7th class if you have the textbook with you, just to have a refreshing, a recall all that you have learnt in that 7th class. So that, in this present lesson, acids, bases and salts, which happens to be the second chapter of your science textbook of our chemistry, there are so many basics that are revised again, and few more important points or few more new concepts we are going to learn in this chapter. So the first half of the chapter is nothing but the revision of what all you learned in your lower classes. Okay, so let us revise quickly the main difference between acids and bases. As you can see that these acids and bases are chemical substances which have contrast characteristics, both in physical properties and chemical properties. So if you talk about this, a new thing that you're going to learn now is nothing but these are defined especially by three main theories in chemistry. Out of that, one theory is by Arrhenius. So the Arrhenius theory, it defines acids as that chemical substance which generates H plus ions when it is dissolved in a solution. So when in a solution, these are the substances which generate H plus ions. That means the acid molecule, it dissociates into different ions. Out of that, H plus ions are the positively charged ions. So what does this indicate? This theory state, Arrhenius theory states that it is an acid which generates H plus ions. Generates means produces. It produces H plus ions in a solution. Whereas if you talk about bases, Arrhenius theory states a base as to be producing hydroxyl ions. These are nothing but OH minus ions or hydroxyl ions in a solution. So here you can see the positive charges, positively charged, nothing but cations are produced by acids and anions are produced by bases, nothing but OH minus ion in particular. Okay. So now there are two other theories, like one is Lowry-Bronsted theory, in that an acid is a proton donor. What is H plus? It's nothing but proton. Okay, positively charged entity, proton. It is a proton donor. What is it? An acid is a proton donor according to one more theory. Here it is a proton acceptor according to one more, that is nothing but Bronstedt's theory. Now we all know about all these things very particular. We know that acids are very corrosive. They tend to damage the surface if they fall on any surface, and they are very, very corrosive. They are very dangerous. If it falls on skin, they have a burning effect. Actually, they burn. And the same is the case with bases. What most of us don't know is that very strong bases, they are also corrosive. We cannot touch very strong base with our bare hands. So these also are corrosive in nature. These are sour tasting. The taste actually of the organic acids. Here I'd like to mention that acids are also present in animal and plant matter also. That means they have this origin, plant origin and animal origin. We know that tomatoes and certain fruits and vegetables also have organic acids. Such acids which are present in plant and animal substances, like in their products, then we call such acids as organic acids, right? So, and those acids, actually basically there are two types of acids. What are they? Organic acids and mineral acids. Mineral acids are also called as inorganic acids. Now these are the acids, mineral acids are those which are produced from different minerals. So we'll be learning about them. Say for example, if it is sulfuric acid, it is prepared from sulfur. Okay, phosphoric acid from phosphorus. Like that, we prepare from different minerals actually, not particularly sulfur and phosphorus, but their minerals. So such acids, that's why they are called as mineral acids. And here, if you see about the physical nature, like how do they feel when you touch mild bases and all, they are bittery and they are soapy to touch. They are very slippery to touch. They are bitter in taste. Like many of the vegetables also have this the green leafy vegetables or the bitter gourds and all, they have more amount of bases present in them. That's why they are bitter in taste. They are good electrolytes. What do you mean by electrolyte? They are good conductors of electricity. That means they allow the electricity to pass through them because of the presence of ions, right? Now the pH values, if you talk about the degree of acidity and basicity, we measure it in the form of pH values, right? On the pH scale. So the pH values are always less than 7 for acids. The lesser the pH, the stronger is the acid. In the same manner, for bases we have pH more than 7. The greater the pH, the more stronger the base. We also know that they turn blue litmus red. Now here we are talking about the indicators. What do you mean by indicators here? These are the substances which help us identify the acids or bases, to identify whether a solution is acidic or basic. So because they are acids, they tend to turn blue litmus into red. They tend to turn blue litmus into red, and bases turn red litmus into blue. So this is just an overview of the contrast physical properties of acids and bases. Now we are going to learn, in our next class we will be learning about indicators and what type of indicators we have. We have learned about the most commonly used and more convenient indicator, which is nothing but litmus, and we have some other color changing indicators. These are the substances, nothing but they are the dyes which tend to change their color in acidic and basic medium. So we have learned about them, but this year we are going to learn about olfactory indicators also. So in my next videos we shall be dealing with that also. Okay, so I want you all to once carefully just revise your 7th class textbook, and after that you revise now your 10th class textbook also. See the difference, okay? What are the common things that you already knew, and what are the new things that you did not know, and for the first time you are learning in this chapter. Please make a habit of making notes, running notes, because now we are not into regular schooling. It doesn't mean that you need not write anything. Please, whenever you watch a video, make notes. Make notes. Everything will be there. You can pause, you can rewind, and you can just forward, and you can play it at your own pace, and then note down some important things. What we do is we collect from different sources and we bring it in the form of, we tailor it. We actually create a video which has all these points together. You won't find it in a single textbook, all these things. So we just collect information from different textbooks. So it's better for you to note down. It will help you. After all, you have to learn the concept, right? So that's what. Meet you in my next video with something more about acids. Thank you.